we've got a little bit of a mess. We had a friend here from out of town visiting, and I didn't want to take the time to clean up. I wanted to spend more time with her. I don't get to see her very much. She came to visit from Colorado. So we were just sort of lounging and talking and catching up and watching movies and stuff, and I just did not feel like taking care of the mess. And honestly, if you're living in the present and trying to spend time with your family and friends, who really has time to clean up? Hi roomies, welcome to another episode of Rooms by Roma Interior Design. I am your stylish roommate, Roma, and today I thought we'd talk dirty. We thought we'd show you some of the behind the scenes of things that you don't normally see on YouTube. I know you always see the stylized versions of the videos and the pictures in, Architectural Digest, and how the rooms on Instagram look so fabulous. And what they don't tell you is a crew of people come in and clean all that up before they show you the video or make the photography photos. And just to let you know, we don't all live like that. Well, I don't live like that. I do take the time to clean up before I make videos, just like they do. I don't have a crew of people. If the cleaning ladies happen to come that time during the month, then it's great. If they don't, it's me and my daughter sort of picking up and cleaning up. But that is just one of the things that you may not know and think we all just live this fabulous, clean aesthetic, and that everything is just sparkling and shiny and everything has its place, and it does, but no one lives like that 24/7, and I thought we'd talk about that today. So yeah, normally we're just usually sitting here having breakfast or hanging out, and we did some arts and crafts, and my daughter got a bunch of stuff from school and some boxes and packages and stuff, and I just didn't feel like taking care of it because we wanted to spend time with each other. So we just left it and enjoyed each other's company. Organization-wise, there are some areas in the house, my house, maybe even your house, that you try to keep pristine and perfect, and it just doesn't work. So we have this area just off of our garage entry, so from the entryway from the garage into the house, that I was trying to keep nice and displayed and perfect. And the way that we live is just not gonna happen. So we needed a place to store backpacks, and we don't have like an actual mudroom there. So we were able to, I put in some pull-out shelves. So my daughter just puts her backpacks in that little cabinet underneath there, and that's what we use it for. During the day, if I have a bag, I put my bag there. She puts her backpack for school and her swim practice there, so that we can just grab it and go and live in that little area as we come in and out of the garage. When we first moved into this house, we weren't using it that way. We were coming in and out of the front door, but now that I park in the garage a little more often, we just needed that extra space. And so that's what we used it for. I mean, I think, again, it's one of those things where you live in your house how you have to, how you need to, and not sort of dictate, well, you have to have this space for this and you have to have this space for that. You make it work for what works for you and your family. So this is the space I was talking about that comes right off our garage. At first we weren't coming in and out of the garage, we were coming through the front. And so this wasn't that important, but as we started living in the house more and we were coming in and out of the garage, we started using this more of like just for some storage things, and as we go in and out of the garage. So these are just bags. I mean, you always have a need for a bag of some sort, grocery bag or that sort of thing that you can grab and put in the car. Sometimes I leave my bag here, and sometimes we have things under the cabinet. So this is where we would normally keep our bags or backpack and that sort of thing. So there's some on each side. My daughter has a pair of shoes down here, and that sort of thing. So this is just where we put things as we come in and out, just to make it easier. I have this thing with junk drawers. We used to have one, and I got tired of looking for stuff because I would say, oh, maybe it's in the junk drawer, and you rummage through all that stuff and eventually you find it. But I just got to a point where I was like, these things should really have a place. They should have a home. And so I reorganized our junk drawer and just got rid of it. I pulled everything out of there that didn't need to be in there and found a home for everything. And that way, when you're looking for stuff, everything's kind of in its place, and you can pull open the drawer and go, oh, well, here's the scissors, or here are the straws to the water bottles, or this is the drawer where all of the utensils go for the stove. And I mean, I just got tired of that. And then all of the little seasoning packets or fast food packets you get, and oh, let's keep those in the drawer. Well, when you order from that same place, you get that stuff anyway, or you have extras in the pantry or whatever that you've probably ordered from the grocery store in case so you'd have more. So there's really no need for all that. So I just trashed it. I really like living in a place where everything has its place. You kind of know where things are. There's no rummaging through the junk drawer and everything's kind of in a junk drawer. I just got rid of that. And maybe that's just me. If you want a junk drawer, keep a junk drawer. But as for me in my house, that's just not what we do. And I just think with just the two of us, my daughter hates looking for stuff. I hate looking for things. It's just, if everything has its spot, then it makes it easier. Out of all the things in the house that go on, that just won't happen. I just don't think I want to have a junk drawer again. I like having it organized and seamless, and this is where it belongs. Put it back where it goes. The other thing I've learned to do, which was hard for me, is embracing the imperfections of things. So I spent some time and money having our house repainted everywhere. And the railings in the loft area up here were a different color, and I didn't like that. And so I've had them repainted. And with just life, going up and down the stairs and bringing things up and down the stairs and holding onto the railing up and down the stairs, they get scratched. And so they're back to where they need to be repainted. And so you just sort of deal with it, and you learn to live with the scratches and the dings and the dents and that sort of thing. Yeah, and if you're like me, the mess wears you out. So if you have hung in there and stuck with us until this far in the video, then what I would like you to do is go down and click those buttons and go to the bottom and subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel. And as I mentioned in one of the other videos, if you watch the video and you like it, the algorithm just sends it back to you constantly. And you may not have taken the time to subscribe, but I would appreciate it if you would also do that as well. So go down to the bottom, click the like, subscribe, and I look forward to creating with you. And then I have a dining room table, a smaller dining room table that we bought. And with the temperature changes and where it was sitting in a certain spot of the house, the sun got to it. So it got a little warped or dry. And there are these little butterfly joints that hold the table together, and it cracked. Of course, I hate that. But then you go and look at it, and I'm kind of like, well, that just gives it character and sort of tells a story. I mean, I love that table, but it's just one of those things where it's got some character flaws, and you just sort of live with it and deal with it. The same with, I have a mirrored piece of furniture in the entryway, and moving it over the years, there's some little of the metallic paint has come off, and one of the mirrors got broken. And of course, you can't really match mirror, so it's replaced, but they don't match exactly. You know, it's an antiqued mirror, and unless you do the panels of mirror at the same time, they're not gonna be perfect and exact and the same. So you just deal with it. I mean, no one's gonna really notice it. I mean, you would never notice it until I told you. But, so it's just things that you just sort of deal with it and enjoy the imperfections of it. And the imperfections, you just have to deal with it. If you don't, then you're just not gonna get anywhere. So this is my entryway. So much for fabulous first impressions, but anyone who knows me knows I hate laundry. I did have someone that would come to the house to do our laundry, but she's no longer able to do that. So I send our laundry out, and it got piled up for a little while. And they delivered it. We just haven't had a chance to put it away. So this will get carried upstairs today and get put away. My daughter likes to sit up here at night and watch YouTube or play on her iPad or whatever. So she kind of lounges everywhere. And this is here from a couple days ago. It's her leotard we bought her from gymnastics, but just sort of water bottles that she drank out of and left up here, and pillows kind of a mess, and those sorts of things. So it's just things that need to get taken care of that we don't always make the time to take care of right away. I don't know, sometimes spending time with each other, I think, and enjoying things is better than spending all this time cleaning up. So we take the time to do it. We just don't do it every day. And again, just keep this in mind. It's not about it being perfect. It's more about being intentional. And you can do certain things to make it more comfortable for you to live and more practical. And this is one of the things I thought I'd start doing. I don't do this very often, but you know, after you clean up certain things, you make a fresh flower bouquet, make some flower arrangements, and I think it sort of makes it feel perfect. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, sort of a little out of the ordinary, but I just wanted to let you know that life happens and you kind of have to let life happen. And so you don't have to think that everything has to be perfect. And I know we see all of these perfect images on Instagram and YouTube and all of that, but that's really not the reality in how all of us live or can live, especially if you have kids. I just have one. So imagine, I can understand if you have more than one and you got a couple of ones running around all the time at home, and you just have life, things that go on, and busy schedules, and taking care of your family and each other and those things. And so you don't always have time to do the mess, and it's okay. Just find time that works for you, and if it doesn't get done in someone else's time, it's okay. Just get it done in your time. It's not as important, I think, as spending time with each other and loving on each other. So when you get the time, take care of that. And when you also get the time, go down and like and subscribe my video. And I look forward to creating with you.